So how far out is the house gate go?
Because of the dust in the air, outside of the like you can see clearly to the edge of the shield, but the dust that has been kicked up, like the shield is kind of like some of it's kind of like trickling down the outside of the dust. Where the dust is trickling down the outside of the shield. You can probably only see about 200 feet, but everything that you can see is just wanton destruction. And things moving in the mists and darkness.
I go, do you want to tackle that or do you want to go underground?
I don't really want to do that. Is underground a really option?
Well, can't we run across the top of the wall and get to a point where we can jump down to a not hellscape zombie to a potentially like
Right. Well, once you get off the wall, I'm trying to figure out 2 steps.
Oh yeah. Well, so I feel like we need to find a good spot where we can drop down. That's not a hellscape. That's not next to badass over here. And
so you would know because you have like had to tour, like been forced to tour with land shows a couple of times on these walls. At the gates, like there are stairways to go down.
Yeah.
Right. Like if you get to the guard tower, you are not certain if the guards would recognize you without the sash on. Well, you took it off when you left when you put on your new stuff. So, I mean, you could put the sash back on.
Oh, do I have it with you?
Yeah, you have it with you.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll put it on when I need to. Well, so according to the map and where we are, we could just go north and get to this road that leads out of the forest, into the forest.
Yes. So that the road that you were pointing at, that like green road, like north, I guess that would be northeast.
Yeah.
That one ultimately curves up and goes back to the west. So if you're looking at
where we want to go, though.
Well, let's pull out the big map here.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. We will determine. Yeah. So. Yeah. Let's scooch all of this stuff over. So. Yeah. So y'all are here.
Yeah.
The green road will end up going kind of along this tree line.
Okay.
Up to Faldor.
We want to go this way, right?
You want to go over to where your elbow, towards where your elbow is.
Temple's up here, so we do want to go.
Yeah, right. That way anyway.
So, but you would know that this is the dwarven kingdom here.
Okay.
For whatever purpose that might be to you.
Okay.
Or you.
Okay.
And I know there was an orphan somewhere that we had to go meet with and stuff like that.
That's way over there.
Yeah, that's over here. Like.
So really, our best just to get to the stupid box off my back. It would make more sense for us to go this way, and then eventually go this way. Right?
It's way over there. I don't know.
So,
you guys are gonna drop it off and then not go to my temple.
So if you went this way, you'd go past the temple. If you go this way, you go closer towards your family.
Okay, yeah,
Well, so I feel like majority rule here.
But I will also point out that Griffin Pass, though it is a road, like it is a way to go, it is probably the least safe way to go. Lots of giants. Like the land up there is this whole mountain area is just the pass is, let's say, relatively safe. It is patrolled by dwarven griffin riders, which is why they call it Griffin Pass. This is kind of the entrance to the dwarven kingdom, with the volcano here and this extinct one down here.
Is it even underground? Because I know the area.
The dwarves are underground, but this is where this is the roads where they do their shipments.
But is there a dwarven pass under the ground so we can just not be up top with all the giants and shit?
We haven't found that out.
Oh yeah, immediately.
You know that there is.
But if you tell us, then she wants us to go up north.
Yeah, no, I want that.
But you also know that if you go through here, there is an underground passage that goes here.
So it behooves us either way to get to this point and then figure out.
Where are we right now?
Gigala.
So we're like facing this way. Like
So,
the wall we're on is facing
let's
there.
rotate this way. So that you guys can read it a little bit easier. Okay. Yeah,
We're here.
so the it is not exactly drawn to scale, but this river here is this river here. So where it touches the city is where it comes in here.
So in theory, we would rather go this way.
We still want to go out the way we're facing right now.
Yeah.
No, we don't want to go this. Sorry, we don't want to go this way. We want to go this way.
Okay.
But still.
So this is the road that would take you there.
Okay.
However, it is also it's past the gate that's here. So if you go to the next gate down, it would be the right gate.
Well, no, but from where we are here, we'd have to go drop down this way and then go out, right?
Run on the wall.
So we'd have to run around the wall. Down.
Yep. Or you go back towards the edge of the park. Like the quickest way is to just cut through the park towards like Otter, in the Otter direction of this conversation.
Or run on the wall.
Like if you go right down this arm, that direction, towards the lotus flower there on the shoulder, that's where you want to be.
Okay.
I feel like a couple of us got whacked pretty good and we want to run on the wall where there's no zombies.
Yeah, I mean, we can still get to that point.
Yeah.
Run on the wall, then we'll just drop down to the gate, and then I'll put my little sash on, and then we sashay away.
Question. How many of these can I use a day?
It should be like one or two.
Because like
'Cause,
this
yeah.
is once a day, but doesn't have that for this. Otherwise, I should make us platform and we just walk in the air forever.
Right.
That'd be two.
It should be one a day.
Okay, so
Drats. There goes that one.
Yeah, you technically have used it twice today, but it's okay. You summon the
That's a bonus action.
okay, yeah.
okay, so guys, we need to go along the wall this way.
Oh no.
Because then we can get to the guard tower. We can drop
Yeah,
down,
I can wrap that up.
and then we'll hopefully avoid all the zombie nonsense, and then start getting to where we go.
I'm good with that.
So, all in the senses, we'll just make our way and fuck this one.
Sounds good.
And then you go.
We'll find it later.
Okay, so we're running on the wall.
Yeah, we're running on the wall towards. Yeah, towards not the zombies.
Okay. So with all of that death and destruction, you do manage to level up. Yeah, next time you rest. So now we are back. So we're
where I'll leave you guys here, but the party is on top of the wall.
Yep.
You see, like, the three of you, because you're just in pure spite of Fiera, you're not looking.
Yeah.
But the three of you are, what you are witnessing is you are seeing Fiera just kind of like, not with like any real sense of urgency, more with just like a meticulous sense of just walking in this direction, kind of walking by people, and like you see her like kind of put one of the morning stars away really quickly and kind of like bless people as she's walking, and you see them just healing, and she is just dropping heals everywhere.
I think she's just showing off.
Yeah, I mean,
Between healing things and just popping heads, like she basically cleans up the whole scene up in the carnival, and even the carnies are just kind of like coming out now, and they're like, what, you know, kind of just noticing the devastation. Y'all are high enough up that they probably aren't going to notice you here. Min's probably saw you go up the ladder, but you don't really see him giving you much thought, right? And you see him, he's kind of like, you can't necessarily make out what he's saying, like it's just kind of outside of your ear range, but you get the sense that he's barking orders around like who needs to do what. You see Gemzet get small again and open up like one of the fence doors that's there, and literally just kind of like pick it up out of the socket, right? It's kind of like the door is affixed to the vines, but that's it. Everything else is kind of druid craft. And they start taking the beetles and hitching them up. The place where you guys would have been staying, you see them put a dinosaur. Like they something weird is going on. They're kind of out in front of there, like they're going to hitch something up. There's just a couple people, and then you see somebody like go like this and like that real quick and kind of like run away. And whatever they did, like a dinosaur just pops up right there in the harness for this trailer. And he kind of like does one of these, kind of adjusting to the harness. But then like you could tell like he's pretty accustomed to being the carriage animal. Yeah. The elephants are strapped to one of the carts. A couple horses that had been kind of hitched out of sight are strapped to some of the others. And pretty much the whole show is getting ready to get moving. Things really seem to come alive as soon as the danger dissipated. Fiera is kind of standing over the hole, and you see her jump down into it, and
What a cool dungeon something
Whoa.
right,
I really appreciate it.
you can't like you hear the sounds of combat and like flashes of light and splashes, like just all the range of weird combat sounds that you could imagine coming from someone of that level engaging that many zombies in a sewer. But you feel confident that either she's going to die trying or she'll survive. So we are heading down.
Well, I mean, they weren't really helping us.
No, they weren't. How
They
dare
were
they?
leaving us to just,
Some kind of suspicious, honestly, they cleaned up right as we were leaving.
yeah, I'm just saying.
Only coincidence.
Okay, so
Carnival.
it's fine.
Screw you, Carnefall.
Carney fail.
Let's get some tacos.
We spent like 5 sessions coming up with that name.
Yep.
We deserve the tacos at this point.
Well, you know, you got the taco stand was down here. Cookie was working the taco stand. Like,
Why you didn't say they were tacos?
did you ask?
We didn't look.
I feel like we would have known if we were there.
Well, I think what we're going to have to do is just get a little wagon and make a taco truck and then just travel.
I like that.
That's going to be our cover since we can't go with the
Followed
carnival.
by 4 horses.
Um,
Okay.
love when a plan comes. All right, we're on top of the wall. Yes.
So I'm guessing you're having this conversation while you walk. You're walking and talking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, kind of as this commotion of the carnival is kind of fading off into the background, you do still have the wanton destruction off to your left as you're walking along the wall.
What instruction?
On the right, you see parts of the city still like kind of reeling from the zombie outbreak. It doesn't seem to be as bad the further that you walk down this direction.
Mm-hmm.
The two of you, so you had seen like enough of the sewer to kind of understand the general layout.
Mm-hmm.
From this vantage point, your understanding is that they must have like gone. Plus, the wall kind of curves out a little bit, so you can kind of look back and see. You see in the crater here that there is a sewer tunnel, and it's like basically at the bottom of the crater, right? So anything going into the crater, just kind of like water is flowing into this sewer tunnel and under the city. Okay. Which, you know, you're like, okay, we're walking away. You're thoroughly confident you're walking away from the problem.
Yes.
Because I think it's funny. Somewhere in the back of your head,
Yeah.
you remember those city planning conversations
Yes.
around the building of this, and you know, the folks who said that this was a bad idea, and you feel partially confident that the cave-in that you like started creating is actually or could be a good fix for the problem if they just did it some more, right? Because at least then they would keep the zombies out,
Yeah.
right?
Okay, then, yeah.
Right, like, but you know, so it's, you made it pretty like in a way you did help by making it larger so that people could see like where those zombies are coming from.
Okay, we figured we could kill like 5,000 of them.
But as you continue to walk, like you get to the next gate, and you are still seeing some signs of the destruction from the meteor impact. From this height, you can actually kind of see like where the previous meteor, like you know like this area from like the discussions, but the previous meteor impact was kind of off in this direction, and like looking out, like just trying to see if it's safe. You understand that it was over here as well, and you can kind of see it off in the distance a little bit.
Okay.
This section of town is kind of a just outside the gate is like a I think maybe the way to explain it is like a unsecure marketplace.
Okay. Like
Right.
Black market?
It's I would say more like a brown market,
Okay.
right? Like you can,
Like gray.
well,
It's fuchsia.
yeah. Brown market, I think, actually is though technically a thing. I forget the exact definition of it.
I got what
But-
you're saying, yeah.
Yeah, it's not like there's no illicit, not necessarily anything illicit here, but there are things that you can get here that might,
Skirt the edge of
yeah,
questionable.
yeah. I mean, it would be like buying produce of things that are morally questionable,
Mhm.
right? Or, you know, like purses made out of the head of a goblin, for example. nothing necessarily wrong with it, but some people would like,
This tastes
yeah.
Ed Gein would like it.
A what?
Yeah.
A dean?
Ed Gein, the serial killer.
Ed Gein?
Technically not a serial
Oh,
killer.
no, because like.
Well, no, he only killed 2 people, but he was a grave robber mostly.
Okay.
Didn't he have a box of vaginas under his bed?
He did, and like a belt made of nipples.
You know, it's. I am very glad that I did not know any of this.
Oh yeah,
He had a bowl made out of a skull cap. Out of a
Yeah, he
skull.
likes to make stuff.
He was so Silence of the Lambs.
Craftsman.
The serial killer in that was based off of
Buffalo Bill.
Buffalo
Okay.
Bill.
Yeah.
So I feel like this is an Ed Gein.
Things that I never wanted to know. Great.
You're welcome.
But yes, it is a market where they would find things a little bit more to their liking. It is also a place where like you've had to go for land shows because just random weird shit.
Then I know
Right.
maybe
Yeah.
I can find it there.
It's easier to find it there than like go from store to store.
Okay.
So as we're walking, can I start? I don't want to say attuning the.
Well, we were going to take a short rest somewhere. So I'm guessing you wouldn't do it like right here at the center of the combat. Where do you want to take your short rest?
Well, so we're on top of the wall. Are we? If we're probably, or if we want to jump down and go.
And I'm guessing you pulled your sprig.
I
After
Yeah,
you
I
got
pulled
up.
my sprig. I got my
Okay.
sprig. I mean, we could camp on the top of the wall, but I feel like there's maybe like a little cafe that might not have been jacked up or something that we could duck into for a.
Like a late night cafe.
What time of day is
Oh yeah, it's dark, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
nighttime.
like midnight, 1 o'clock at this
Is
point.
there like a? Is there
like a
tavern
Taco
that's-
Bell?
Yeah, is there a Tavern Taco Bell?
Hey,
Guil Taco Bell?
tiefling
Something.
tacos.
Yeah, Tiefling Diner.
24-hour tiefling tacos.
Taco Gong?
I mean, is there a
I would say
is there like a
at that brown market,
Yeah.
you could probably find something like that.
So let's go check out the brown market.
Like there's a number of like more established. So, like I don't know about you guys. I've lived in some like more rural cities where like you have the nice bars, and then you have like these middle level bars, and then you have like these
Look at that.
not like the good dive bar, but like the end of the road dive bar after you've been kicked out of like 6 bars that night. You end up at this one, right? Like it's the place where like you're gonna see some weird shit. You go there.
But anyone in the bar is not gonna care.
Correct, because you always see the weird shit there.
It's like the cantina on Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
like
a
that.
little less wholesome maybe.
Yes.
I mean, although someone died.
At this time of night, it would be the place where some people are going to purchase nookie.
Oh, like maybe we're a bar, like a stripper after their shifts. They go and have
Yes.
drinks kind of thing.
Yes.
Exotic dancers.
This area hasn't been ravaged by zombies.
As far as you can tell, it does not look like they've been through here yet.
All right, so I say we hop down from the wall and find a little, one of the divey bar.
If the
Okay.
zombies come up to it, they're like, "Oh, we've already been here. Look, it's a dump." So we'll go this way.
No, like we didn't even hit it up. We thought someone else did. So yeah, we'll go find a divey bar.
Okay.
At the end of the road.
So do you have a bar that you can put out
Do you want to do combat?
Not after that. Let's have some milk or some whatever your pick of choice is.
Okay, 1 second here.
Possibly.
there?
Will it heal my inner child?
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to come up with a name on my own because the internet is not apparently working out here right now. So let's say
A little bar?
yes. Let's call it the low
I
bar.
like it.
The low bar.
Their claim to fame is that they have pull-up bars that are kind of around the edge of one of the sides, and to get another drink, you just have to go over there and like lift your feet up off the floor, so it is a low bar.
Very low bar.
Or there's just one of those old, handicap bars. So when you start drunk, you just hold on to that. Go to the bathroom and go out the door.
Right.
We've all been there.
Right. So you walk in, and there is a geriatric. Explain this person. It is really difficult to identify their race. They have like a big, scruffy beard that comes out the sides. They kind of like their face is almost looks dwarven, but their height is kind of more like a human size. Their body build is way more lithe. Like they have just got a thick, meaty face with this big, like muttony beard, almost like a bobblehead stuck on top of this skinny little body. Wiry old man, standing behind the counter, mostly just like watching people, right? Like it's not at this time of night, not overly active. The commotion that has caused the commotion has basically killed service for the evening. So there's only like maybe 4 or 5 people. You get just by the general air of things that they are probably hardcore alcoholic regulars. They're kind of sitting talking to each other or just looking at their drinks. Seems like a pretty relatively sedate place to have a beer.
Excellent.
I don't know about you guys, but I could use a bucket of drummies or something like that, or get some nachos or something. Let's
see what they got for a menu or anything.
Yeah.
Roll a perception check.
Everybody?
Whoever is looking for the menu,
I guess I.
or with advantage if you're.
I got a 2, so that's
I got a 17. I know my way around the bar.
I do not apparently. So
You are an armadillo.
Are you old enough to do it?
Yeah, are you? I definitely don't look it.
Probably not.
Okay.
I don't know. What's the average lifespan of an
I don't know. But that's the one thing I don't know off the top of my head.
What?
We'll not talk about it. You're rough. You in human years, you've been, I believe, human for like 10 to 12 years.
Okay.
Right?
12 to 15.
12 to
As
15.
an armadillo.
You're a senior then.
Yeah.
But as a person, I feel like I get my human longevity. Maybe cut a little bit.
Okay.
So I'm at least 17, I'd say.
You're an old armadillo.
Thanks.
But as a human, you're still kind of young.
Okay, so let's say I'm 17. No, I'm 18. Let's make me at least
Legal.
like, get a catchy like that.
Right.
Looking around, you don't see anybody like meandering from the bar to like tables. Hard to say if there's just no waitress or if you just go up and order at the bar.
Okay. I guess I'll go up to the bar.
And
Parking attention.
yeah, his attention amounts to he looks at you.
Good enough. Hey, yo, what's good here?
Everything,
What do you got for food?
the kind you eat,
We'll take it.
how much you want.
Enough for 4 hungry folk.
5.
You 5? No.
Oh,
Sorry. So sorry. 3. 5.
Are you yelling from the
Don't forget Clarice!
what kind of food do you need?
Meat, veggies. Does anybody eat anything weird? What do you eat?
I mean, everything I need. Maybe insects too.
what's the meat?
drummies. We got a request for drummies.
Drummies. Let me go see what I got in the back.
Okay, while he goes in the back, I'm going to use my mask and disguise myself as like a very beautifully human woman.
Okay.
Okay.
In front of these folks?
Huh?
In front of these folks?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I'm like, give me 1 second. I'm going to try to get some free food here.
Whatever.
Easy.
You do you, Otter.
Go and sit at the table. I try to do a table. 15 minutes.
No, you need to start over.
On what?
Because what you, in order for that to count, you have to be inactive for that period of time. But you guys also said you wanted to take a short rest. So
Yeah.
if we're going to be sitting down, that will count as your short rest.
Okay.
Haley's gonna start throwing hands.
I know. I'm glad I got the DM shield
That's how
here.
when you're short rest, you get interrupted.
There's a fight breaking out. I just blow up the whole bar.
At that time, we look up in the forum. Paladin comes walking through the door.
Yeah, so
Don't give me ideas.
I'm at the table.
Just a tuning away.
Rubbing on the armor. Oh, nice armors.
And so,
Tune.
So he comes out. He has some. He has a pile of like shredded meat. It looks like it's probably chicken, like from the color of it, right? Like you kind of look at it, you're like, yeah, that's probably chicken. But there's like two drumsticks that are like kind of stuck in it.
Yeah.
So like the presentation also makes it look like it's kind of like a chicken that he's just like shredded
Okay.
with like put the drumsticks on there.
Chicken-esque.
Yeah. Like it is on top of a pile of like beans. Like there's like he put a like thing of beans there to make it look more voluminous, right? There are a little bowl of flatbreads, and a there's a pile like a salad like a salad bowl, like a bowl full of salad. Maybe the way to say it. Like it's not a single serving salad. It's probably enough salad for like 4 or 5 people. Yeah.
Family salad.
Right. So like everything is kind of like just in a larger, big together kind of portion. He brings 5 casks of ale and kind of just plops it down in front of you. And he says, that'll be, kind of gives you guys the quick once over. That'll be 6 gold.
I'll give him 6 gold.
I was about to say, I was just going to try to be like, you know, line shows can be like,
I don't want to advertise that. This is wild.
I would have
Yeah,
just
especially in
angled,
this
but
area.
I'm a tuning.
I mean, I don't think it's worth 6 gold. but
She's like,
one
I would have
more.
done this, but I'm a tuning.
Give us the food, leave us alone.
I don't know.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
so I approach him as the victorious pretty woman,
Mhm.
and I'm like, so, and I kind of whisper in his ear, I'm like, do you have more like a raw meat kind of stuff?
A what?
Raw meat?
Raw meat?
Uncooked?
I think we got some steak in the back. I could.
Bit on the bloody side?
Well, that's a strange request.
I've been, it's been a long day, you know what I mean? Again, I'm in a very pretty woman,
She needs
female
to up her
form.
iron intake.
And I'm like, oh, I'm just famished, and I think I've just really hit the spot. This sounds like something I could eat right now. And I go, here's 3 gold if you can find me some raw meat.
Roll a. I'm trying to decide if it's persuasion or deception.
And that's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
It's the same for me. So.
Okay. Yeah. Just roll the check. Let me see. Let me see which way this is going to be going. I'm going to say with disadvantage.
Ah,
So, yeah, 8 to 9.
Okay. Yeah, I can get you something.
Just curious. I just
So do you want it, or
yes, please.
okay? He kind of goes into the back. You see him looking back at you as he kind of walks to the back. Comes back out with a. It is a bloody cut of like shoddy meat, right? Like it's not a nice steak by any, it is, there's like, you can see the vein, like this particular chunk of meat was poorly butchered, right? Like you can see veins. It was kind of in the wrong cut of grain. Like it was like the piece of meat where it looked like somebody had been practicing butchering. But it's, it's a huge chunk of meat.
I'm like, perfect. Can I get some pops or something on the side? And these would be good. That looks delicious.
Tots?
Mm-hmm.
What's tots?
Or fries or maybe some chips.
Oh,
Fried potatoes.
A little
potatoes.
salad.
Yeah. I can get some potatoes. 1 minute. He just kind of scurries off to the back and brings up. Yeah, they're warm. They're not room temperature, but it looks like they've been cooked like a while ago and just kind of been sitting in the warming heater, right? Like next to the oven.
Okay, perfect. And I take that and I go back to the table.
Roll a perception check with, let's say, disadvantage.
So 18.
So you'll, kind of as you're walking back to the table, you notice that, or as it's like, as he's bringing it to the table, you notice that the knife that's in that, like in the butter associated with the potato, does not appear to be sharp, in any way, shape, or form. Almost like it is extra dull, right? And like looking around quick, you can see that like some of the other like butter knives appear to be sharper or serrated, like you could use it for cutting bread.
Mm-hmm.
But the one that he chose to give you was like exceptionally dull.
And I go, oh, sugar, I don't need a knife. And I hand it back.
And he gladly takes it.
Like, thank you.
Okay. What are we trying to do here?
You can short rest, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can tune.
Yeah, I literally just go back to the table and my stomach mouth opens up and I just slide the whole steak into it with the tots and everything.
Yep.
Yep. And then I'm like, oh, little ale.
Just knock out some beans.
And then I have my bow and arrow, and so I want to try to do the thing with the worms. Is it a ritual? What do I have to do with that? Right? As far as offer these pieces to heart and stuff, do you have to do that in a ritual, like outside of town?
Yeah. I believe it says 10 minutes to do the ritual.
Yeah, it didn't say anything. That's why I was kind of curious.
Hit dice is 1 per level, right? That we get?
Yeah, we should have fun with those.
Oh, test.
Can you heal with those?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I can. That is the one I can do. Oh, that's a 1.
Yeah, I rolled pretty garbage on mine.
Okay,
That was a
so
1, 2.
And another 1. Okay.
Feeling the curse.
Are we leveling up right now then?
No, I just feel
It has to be a long rest. Right?
Yeah, it has to be a long rest for leveling up. But there is accommodation here if that's something that you are interested in doing.
Yes.
So we want to
Probably not a bad idea to rest in town
before we go in. I'm good with that.
I am too.
Yeah.
Let's do it. One big room? Couple rooms?
No, I don't know why you're looking at me. I'm not there.
What's available? I guess that's why I was looking at it.
And the barkeep.
So you're going to walk up to the barkeep?
Yeah.
Are you doing it?
I can.
Okay. he, as you walk up, he like kind of steps back on his heels a little bit. What can I help you for, madam?
Looking for accommodations for the night.
Just you or the four of you?
The four of us. Do you have individuals? Do you have doubles? What do you have available?
Well, we have some traveler rooms, which are individuals. They're kind of in a I believe it's 6 beds in that one room. That would fit you plus 2 more. There's 1 person sleeping in there right now. We have a couple beds in 2 rooms, so that's 2 rooms with 2 beds. And then we have 1 room that has more for like a traveling troupe, and that is 1 room with 3 beds.
Let me talk to my handlers. Go back to my 2 beds, 1 3 bed, and then a common room with 6 beds and somebody's already in there.
I think we should get the 2 bed to 2 rooms.
The two beds, yeah.
Yeah, just so we can have privacy.
Yep. So I go back and I'm like, okay, we'll take the 2 beds.
Okay. That will be 1 gold for each one for the night.
Per
Per
room?
person?
Per room.
To 2 gold.
So I'm giving 2 gold.
Okay. Judging by the accommodations in just the bar, you expect this to be a shoddy room.
Not worth 2 gold, but we're not going
Probably not.
Otter's used to sleeping outside or in the day.
to. Anything's better than that.
He's like, this is the penthouse. He's like, damn.
Yes.
Okay, so we're eating a midnight snack for an hour.
And
Yeah.
Then retreating to the room and go for a long rest, I guess.
Okay. And a tuning.
Okay. How long
Are we
does that take?
sleeping in our armor or are we taking it off? What are we doing here?
Leaving it on.
You don't sleep in my armor. It seems uncomfortable.
I don't even know if I can take mine off.
I mean, I technically have my own armor, so I'll probably see my armor on.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't matter to me.
So just so you know, if you're sleeping in your armor, you like gain an exhaustion.
Oh.
Oh, like all of us?
No, anybody who sleeps in their armor would gain an exhaustion.
Oh, I'm gonna take mine off then.
Okay.
I'll just.
Like,
Can I use it as a pillow?
So.
Yours you could, because yours is like just a pile of leathers.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just.
Okay. So.
I think if you tried to use yours as a pillow, it would try to smother you in your sleep.
Well, see, that's it. Can I even take mine off?
In your case, it wouldn't apply. Yeah.
It's more of
'Cause
a-
it's more of a symbiote than.
yeah.
So I tune and then I take it off.
Yep.
And then, how long does a attunement take out of my long rest?
I mean, if you're tuning while you're eating,
Yeah.
Short rest.
it's a short rest.
It
So,
does it off.
yeah.
Well, then I tune to one more thing.
Okay.
I take these pair of interesting boots.
You try to attune to him.
Yeah. On Anansi.
Okay. On Anansi.
Little spider boots.
Then
Aw.
you have to
Love
be
that.
attached
So-
from the...
I just open my mouth and I have my feet there.
Oh.
Yeah, she basically you're sitting on the edge of the mouth, like the body is just laying there,
Yeah.
right, or sitting there.
Feet thing.
And your feet are dangling, but you're holding these boots up, and like kind of just rubbing them with your parapets. It
Whole hour.
like
I mean, I feel like this is kind of
We should
intimate.
probably bunk up.
Yeah, well,
Gone straight to Guil.
and I would have just gone. Yeah, Taylor.
then you're putting the armor on you too, right? Not on your host.
The armor was, we put it on my host originally.
Yep.
Are we in
But-
the room then?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but yeah, we.
You two are in
Can-
your room.
so,
we're in our room.
Can I attune to the armor as a Nazi but have the host wear it? Or else the AC will never, be a benefit.
There we go.
What's in
Oh,
the
it feels so
mushroom?
good to get that mask on.
Finally get some air on your face and let it breathe.
Yeah, I got the washcloth. I'm all getting like
Cleaning out the grooves. Oh, Jesus, I can't even look at it. Oh God.
It's like
So
skin
bad.
polish, clean out.
Jesus. look into the camera, like right there. Look into the camera right there. It is.
Money shot.
Yeah. Oh God. So the class later on, you can get a class feature where your personal attributes transfer to your host.
Okay.
But I believe that's more like around level 8
Okay.
or level 12 maybe.
Okay.
So at this point, it's either on the host or it's on you.
Well, how
But
does Boots do
even if the armor.
But either way, you still have a limit of being able to attune to 3 things.
Yeah. Okay. We'll have. So if the armor is attuned to the host and it levels up, or not the host, the bot. Yeah, the host. Does that mean I have to start the leveling up over if I attune it to Anansi?
No, because it's still attuned to you. Like
Okay.
it's a weird meta area,
Okay.
right? Like
Okay.
the soul that it's attuning to is your soul.
Yeah. Okay.
But it can do it kind of in 2 ways. It can either do it in the big form or in the little form.
Yeah, I'll do it on the big form because like my guy is squishy. Like the spider is stronger than him in the armor class, so he was armor class.
Okay.
But the boots, I'm giving. Oh, but my goal is. Fine. The boots go to Goliath. He needs to run.
So I will, above the table,
Yeah.
I will inform you that the ability to move fast for your character is probably more important when you're going to be swapping hosts
Yeah.
than it would be if it was on any given host.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
when she switched hosts, does the armor go with her then?
She would lose the attunement to
So
it.
she would have to reattune to her.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
So-
but we're tuning both them to now, yeah, because she needs a better host than a level 3 and like another level.
Yeah.
Okay, so both are being attuned to me, so I have my max attunement pretty much because I have then the cleaver, and then the armor, and then special interesting boots.
Yep. And you won't find out what those are until after you've attuned to them.
Yeah, which is next sleep. Well, after. Okay, there we go. Do something.
Okay.
Good things.
Yeah. You need to offset the cursed cleaver.
Anything else anybody wants to achieve before we attempt to go to sleep?
To the armor off, so
No.
Are we calling it good after we sleep, or we keep going?
I would say we can call it here.
It's almost cool.
Yep.
I mean,
As above table for next time. Those potions, how did you know what they were? Because they were labeled, or are you able just to recognize potions?
Her potions were
Claire gave
labeled.
me a list.
Okay,
She didn't steal them off of a messenger.
okay. Because I got
No.
so I was like, do you want to look at these?
I got
But-
it from
But you might
Lanchas.
know.
Well, I think I do have a spell
There you
that
go.
I can equip
Yeah.
that can
So,
let me know what things are.
yeah.
I think. I don't have it equipped right
When-
now, but I'm sure I can learn it.
I saw all your potions earlier
Check your pedagogue.
today, and I said, I also have potions, but I don't know if they're helpful.
Oh, it can identify shit.
Yep.
So yes, I do have an ability to identify something.
You should
I just
I-
have never used it.
I hand over all the ones that aren't the glue, and I say, it would be good if we know
What these are.
Don't you have some too, Dan? Because you had one that turned me into the bugbear.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
still have it. It's the brown one.
Yeah, don't you have another one?
Okay.
Well, so we know what the brown one is. Just
Yeah.
turns you into random shit.
Yeah, he had some more potions, I thought.
I got shampoo and soaps.
I thought you had another one.
That surprised you.
Yeah. you can
No.
say-
No, he got.
And bows.
Oh, right.
Oh.
You got those.
So yeah, so
Yeah,
that's
well,
what I'm doing right
also.
now. Filming
Okay.
where
Well, then
it
I
says
guess it's
hair
just the 5
and
of
a
you
bow on her.
to figure out.
Where's
Right.
the piece of paper?
You're in our room.
That's true.
I can honestly say I don't think you want to know, even above table. Like
Good thing you guys are in this room. Like, my little mouth is touching all my stuff.
That's it. It's like total like
Yeah.
bosom buddies over here.
How long?
Yeah, the two that are like they got their regular nighttime routine and they're going through it, and the two of you who are just doing your weird ass shit.
Yeah, we're like,
Just plays and cards.
yeah, just
I'm-
parts or something.
Yeah.
Wait, so for this, my pedagogue to identify stuff, is it? I mean, I have to cast a spell or whatever.
Yeah, it's still a ritual, so
it takes a longer time.
it'll take
Like
you.
10 minutes to
Yeah.
cast, I think,
Okay.
is original.
So
I got the whole night.
But it gives you the ability to do those rituals.
okay,
Basically.
to identify stuff. So if I wanted to identify her potions, I just go at it.
Hmm.
That's what I'll do with my
Without tasting them.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
Yeah, that's
Or the worst ways.
That was yours.
not the most advisable.
At least
just
get like a lab rat.
yeah.
Well, because my host is my lab rat. So I tried to see if it burned in and then the poison in.
I mean, that's true, but yeah, still.
Because you're
Yeah.
using them in schoolyard.
And then I became a bugbear and it hasn't worked out right.
Can I do the rituals?
Nothing's worked out for her.
With the wing clipper?
Mhm.
Okay, so that's what I'll do.
Okay.
Tonight with the wing clipper with the heart and the eyes. So
We're all doing some rituals up in here.
Yeah.
so
I was going to sleep.
So
because you took
I
the
got
most
four.
damage.
in the distance, you can still hear kind of like the screams from inside the city.
As long as they're in the distance,
Yeah.
Summer.
sucks for them.
Yeah.
Sorry, people.
Unless they're paying me.
Yeah.
Problem.
Right. Fair enough.
Okay. What creature can I take?
Okay. And then we'll pick up in the morning when we get back.